This show is sponsored by Hulu Plus. Hulu Plus lets you binge on thousands of hit shows anytime, anywhere on your TV, PC, smartphone, or tablet. Support this podcast and get an extended free trial of Hulu Plus when you go to huluplus.com/Joey. That's huluplus.com/Joey.
Are you kidding me or what? Oh shit. Oh shit. Break out the heroin and the fucking gorilla biscuits. It's over. Get the granola, the yogurt, shave your pussy, wash your ass. It's that type of fucking day. It's Friday, motherfuckers. Nobody wants a stinky motherfucker in the circle. What? Are you fucking kidding me or what? Break out that fucking reefer. If you got the syringe, take a chance. I don't know what to tell you. You know what I'm saying? Everybody wants to see the devil, but nobody wants to fucking die. It's Friday, January 31st, the last day of the fucking month. Where the hell you been, bitch? February 1st is tomorrow. Get that checkbook. The rent is due, cocksucker. Looks like you ain't going out tonight. Turn off that fucking music, Lee. Friday, January 31st, and you're sitting there like, Happy New Year. Fuck you. It's February already, you dumb fuck. Wake up. Wake up out of your fucking coma. You're still fucking smoking. You're still doing drugs. You're still a fat fuck. You're still eating cookies. Who gives a fuck? What resolution, you cocksucker? Get up. It's a beautiful fucking day to be alive. When I got up this morning, I kissed the fucking floor when I got fuck Allah and bending over and fucking hummus. I fucking kissed the floor. You know why? Because that's how I roll. I know I'm fucking happy to be here. Fucking happy. Fuck Joel Osteen and his bullshit. I'm fucking happy to be here. Happiness is a warm gun, cocksucker. Welcome to the church of what's happening now. Lisa, what's happening, you bad motherfucking Jew, you?
I'm feeling great. I missed it this week. It's been a weird week with the podcast.
You know, I'm sorry, people. Sometimes it just gets busy. But here's what happened. I flew out last Wednesday to Minneapolis, so I flew the fucking whole day. Then I was in Minneapolis Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Then Sunday I flew back. Then I came home, and I came home right to my family. And then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I worked 12-hour plus days on Marin. I want to thank him very much for putting me on the show. He's a real fucking comic. And a real comic isn't when a guy kills on stage. It isn't when a guy, has an NBC shirt on. A real fucking comic is a guy who gives another guy a chance to shine. And then some, and that's what he did with this episode. So I want to thank Mark Maron. I worked on that show Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Fucking yesterday, I was too tired to even get up. I didn't want to give you guys a shit show. So I wanted to get a day off just to be able to think, and here I am today with the Flying Jew. Thank you for tuning in and being patient with us. It's just been that type of week, you know what I'm saying?
And I love that your day off, you get up at 7:45. like that's early for a lot of people. You're like, this is my day off. I'm going to get up at 7:45.
I felt so fucking shitty. I hung out with the wife and kid yesterday. I went to some indoor playground, which I never really understood. I never went to an indoor playground. My indoor playground was my apartment when I was a fucking kid and banging my head off the wall. But these kids today, we went to, I just wanted to see them. I wanted to see them for a little longer than in and out. So it was really nice to spend some time with them yesterday. We went for coffee. We did a bunch of little things. And then I went home and just relaxed, man. It's just nice to fucking turn the TV on sometimes, put on the shitty fucking news. And that's what I watched that. I watched the countdown to the UFC. And that was it, man. It was funny because I got sometimes you write a joke or something stupid on Twitter and you get no response, or people tell you to go fuck yourself. I wrote this thing on Twitter Wednesday because it was really weird what was going on. I wrote that it had been 17 years since I came to town. I came in with $180. That's a true story. And an RV, and I met Doug Stanhope at the fucking coaching horses, and I went to Acapulco, and I went to the Comedy Store that night. And it was so weird because the point I was trying to make to myself was that it had been 17 years, and finally somebody had written a script for me. Like in my mind, like that's how I posted it.
Yeah.
I posted this 17 years ago, I came to this town, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But it was more of a post in the sense of, in my mind that morning, I was like, wow, I was going over the script. And I'm thinking to myself, finally. And on Monday, I met Ahmed was on the show.
Oh, great.
And I asked Ahmed, we shot at the Comedy Store. And before the Comedy Store, well, not before, in 98, 97, there was a club we all went to, was the Union. The Union was next to what became the one where Dane Cook got big.
Oh, okay, yeah.
On Sunset Strip across from Miyagi and all that shit. And the Union was run by Vince Vaughn's ex-girlfriend right after Swingers. She was like a jilted girl that was running it. And Ahmed was a friend of hers. Ahmed was in Swingers. Mm-hmm. Ahmed was Vince Vaughn's roommate and John Favreau's roommate at the time. And we had done the room, and we were excited. There was industry people there. We were young comics in town, and there was industry people there. And I remember after the show, me and Ahmed went outside and just broke down the state of comedy. We probably each had $2 in our pockets, if that. I was maybe on coke, And one night after the show, like 2:30 in the morning, Paulie Shore had been there. This was a free room, but there was so many hot women that the word got out, and all these comics wanted to do the room. Nick DiPaolo and fucking Joe Rogan, and it was just really weird. I said to him the other day, I said, "Hey man, do you think that 17 years ago when we were standing in front of the Union, we were ever going to say that we'd work together on a TV show?" And we started giggling, but it's really weird to tell people that this is a fucking journey, doing comedy or being an actor or being a poet or drawing pictures or being an artist in that realm. It really is a journey, man. And the journey is not, advancing. The journey is bumping into obstacles and how you fucking adjust to them. Mm-hmm. That this is all this is. It's, when you come out here, it's one big obstacle, and you got to figure out how to fucking go around it and maintain, Thank God for the podcast. I mean, I always booked. I always got comedy work, but the podcast solidified a lot of things for me because it gave people the background of what the fuck this is all about, what the underlying thing is. When you watch a movie, there's an actor on the screen, or television, there's an actor on the screen, but he's got an underlying thing and going. And that if he's a really good actor, you'll see that.
Yeah.
You'll see that. That's what people pay for, to see that mark, And it's weird that I've been here 17 fucking years. I never ever thought I was going to stay past 3 years, Lee. Never. In fact, we were talking that day how I set my life up in that time that I was going to go back because I had the daughter. I had Jackie in Colorado. So my plan was to go back. But I had nothing to go back to. I had nothing to go back to except being a dad and getting tormented. So I was like, well, as long as I'm going somewhere here, mm-hmm. in my mind, I'm okay. In the back of my mind, I'm going to be okay as long as I move forward. Once I see myself moving backwards, I'm out of here. Once I'm not advancing in moves, I'm not making a living anymore, I'm out of here. But it just so happened, and it's so weird how I talk to young comics every fucking time I go on the road. And it's the same questions. So it's the same fear. What's going to happen? What happens in L.A.? Why do I move from fucking Minneapolis and go somewhere else? And then what happens after that? In comics, some comics accept it, that they have to fucking get up and go. When I worked in Buffalo, I worked at the feature actor. He was like, I have an apartment in Jersey City. Because I'm there once a fucking month, I pay rent. So finally you're making money, but you need a place to crash, and you go to New York to do your sets there. Mm-hmm. It's always evolving. But no matter what happens, you're always going to climb that hill, And trust me, man, if you came to me 17 years ago and told me this, I would have told you to go fuck yourself. I would have told you some, not negative bullshit, but something that was going on. So that's why I posted that the other day, just to let people know that it does get fucking better.
It's interesting because I'm at the beginning part of it now, and it's hard for me right now just because I'm trying to do this full time. So every bill, I'm like, fuck, maybe I should go get another job. Like every bill I get, I'm like, fuck, I could make that money. Just take one job and then I'll come back to this, and it's so scary right now.
You gotta be patient.
That's the hardest thing.
You gotta be patient, and okay, I could have fucking got up at 5 yesterday and come down here and done a half-ass job.
Mm-hmm.
What was the point? This is something I wish I would have known at 25 and somebody would have taught me. That you have to be patient. You know? You live fine, Lee. You live fine. I know motherfuckers that are out 6 nights a week, then look you in the face and go, I'm fucking broke.
Yeah.
And you try to explain to them as a human being, as a friend, that, hey man, maybe you should cut back. And guess what these people get? Insulted. Insulted. I had a friend of mine tell me how he's broke and blah, blah, blah. But he's got a fucking, not even a Range Rover. He's got the other one.
A Land Rover? Something like that?
Land Rover? Is that the urban assault vehicle?
I think so.
And I said,
oh, no, the Hummer.
Hummer. And I go, you should get a smaller car. And he goes, dog, I got to keep an image up.
Well, it is
so
hard.
You want to keep an image up and eat fucking tuna like a cat at the fucking house?
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm trying to say to you? What the fuck is the image if you're eating like a fucking slave at your fucking house?
Yeah.
What good is every time you go to Dan Tanner's to let people know you're a big shot, that you got to pay that shit? You can put it on your credit card, but that shit has to get fucking paid.
Yeah.
You know, yesterday, I was starving yesterday for lunch. I got up and I did some shit around the house, and my wife went somewhere, and she left the baby with me.
Okay.
And I had the baby. And the baby fell asleep. When she came back, I go, well, when we wake up, when the baby wakes up, let's go to lunch. And we were talking about some wild places. I was like, it's my day off. Let's go to Hollywood and go to that one place. And I know it's going to be $60 fucking bucks for fucking lunch. But my wife was like, you know what, I got a tray of fucking peppers and onions and spaghetti I made last night. It was fucking delicious.
Yeah.
And we ate that for lunch, and we saved fucking $60. You know, it's the little things where I could tell, you know, they always tell you don't spend money until your third year on the show. Don't spend money. You never know what's going to fucking happen. You know, you never fucking know what's going to happen. And that's the thing, that we live okay. We're not taking trips. We're not fucking buying cars. We're not taking limo rides. I had a friend that blew $500,000 in 6 months out here. Taking limos to the airport and back. You know, that shit's $200 fucking a pop.
It just seemed, even for like me, it's like there was Christmas, now it was her birthday, now there's Valentine's Day. There always seems to be like one of those bills every month.
Always.
And it always gets you.
It's not that, it's the flat tire that somebody left a bottle outside your tire. That comes out of your pocket. Insurance don't cover that $180.
No.
You know, and then the month after that, you got to take a flight somewhere, because God forbid a buddy of yours is sick or something. You got to get on a fucking flight.
Yeah.
There's always a by the way, and it's so fucking weird how you have to adjust to those every month. You just have to adjust and pray that the damage is minimal.
Yeah.
I remember when we were broke, my cat swallowed a needle. Did I ever tell you about that? Me
No.
and Terry were flat broke. I finally get a movie. I'm working 3 days on the movie. I'm gonna make $1,800 fucking bucks, and the cat swallows a fucking needle for $850. So we gotta take all our credit cards and put them together and pay the fucking bill. We were talking about that the other day. It set us back for 2 months. We ate tuna in a can for 2 fucking months with mayonnaise and ramen, you know, and it was like a month before the holidays.
Yeah.
And it was Pauly Shore's stupid fucking movie, which they cut me out of the fucking scene anyway. I still got paid, but the point being that there's always something, you know, and you have to prepare for that. And it's how you flip out on that situation, because there's always it's just life testing you. It feels like life is fucking testing. With you're slinging dick. You got to pay for that one way or another, so get ready, motherfucker.
But was it hard for you? Because, I mean, and granted, I know you didn't stop fully until a few years ago, but when you were doing that, you were like, well, I could go grab a couple ounces of coke and make 10,000, and then I'll stop. But it seems like you stopped when you came. Like you stopped, like for the most part, you stopped. Like when you came out here. Like, was it hard not to go back to do that stuff, or?
I always knew it was there.
Yeah.
You know, I would listen. I would get up on a Monday morning and not know what to expect. The only thing I knew is I had to get on stage Monday morning. I had $30 in my pocket. I knew what money was coming in that week. And sometimes somebody will call you on a Tuesday and say, Doc, I need a fucking 8-ball. There you are.
Yeah.
You know, there you are. And you got a chance to make $40 and a little rock for yourself or something like that. That's just today. Then Wednesday, somebody calls you and says they need for you to be an extra on a movie for $40. And you do that for $40. Every day I had something different. knowing that I could do something, knowing that I didn't have to do it every day instead of 2 days a week, and then it became 1 day a week, that made my life a lot fucking easier. You know? When I lived in Boulder, I would be great for 3 days and I have to go rob something.
Yeah. That's what I was saying. Like, it must have been hard not to go back. I mean, you almost went back to selling cars a few years ago.
And this is almost 20 fucking years ago.
Yeah.
I'm not fucking lying to nobody. In 1995, I was still shoplifting to make a fucking living. 1995, I was still fucking going into stores and picking up a fucking blanket and bringing it back as a store return and getting $180 cash. You know, I'm not gonna lie to somebody, but I was pursuing my fucking art every day, you know? When I was selling cars in 93 in New York, I was taking change out of the fucking ashtray to get home at night.
Yeah.
Between child support and the fucking addiction and the fucking, living and my rent.
I can't imagine having like. There's so many people I grew up with now who are having kids. I can't imagine having to pay for that.
And not seeing the kid, and somebody else is living in your fucking house, and somebody. Oh, please! I was a walking fucking paintball. I was a walking fucking paintball, bro. But you gotta keep pushing. You gotta keep fucking pushing. And you guys are like, Jesus Christ, how do I go through life another fucking day? I don't know. I don't even know how I did it. I fucking can't tell you. There's times I sit and I think about different situations in my life, and I think about, holy fuck. Getting up on a Friday knowing you have to have the rent tomorrow and making it happen. Mm-hmm. I swear to God, you don't know how many fucking days in Boulder I got up on Friday, January 31st, and said, well, I got to come up with $500 by tomorrow. I could call Lee. I know Lee will lend me $2. So I need to get 3. What I really need is 7. I need 5 for rent, 1 for dinner, and 100 to get a Jeep ball to make the weekend complete. So I need to rob 2 lawnmowers from Kmart. I need to fucking sell a ½ ounce. Let's get this going. I got $3 to start the day. Lee, it's Friday. What's going on? Listen, I just talked to the fucking Colombian. He's got a new batch of fucking blow that'll fucking kill you. What? No? Your mother's coming in, so you can't do no cocaine. There goes that. That means I'm going to have to shoplift today. And that's how fast my day was decided. I would call 2 people. If they wouldn't bite on the fucking blow, that means that day I had to either steal CDs and bring them up to the U District in Boulder and fucking sell them, or the Hill in Boulder. They have those stores by college places that buy CDs and shit like that. Yeah. I would go shoplift fucking CDs or brand new games and bring them right up to fucking there, or go to the student center and take a fucking thing of watches or pens or whatever. It's just fucking amazing.
But I think that's the difference. I have this friend who, and granted, bad stuff has happened to him, but he never seems to like get over it. Like he always talks about it, how bad things are, how bad things have been for him, and it's just like it gets old to listen to. But I can't imagine just having that going through your head all day, every day, and not doing anything about it.
Well, it's gonna go through your head every fucking day. Listen, I got a situation now where I had a publicist, and I had to give her $3,000 fucking dollars, and the lady did nothing. And when I contacted her, she turned it around on me. And every 2 or 3 days, I wake up and I want to get a fucking knife and go slit her fucking throat, but I can't do that. So I got to figure out a fucking way to get my fucking dough back, or to explain to her that, this is money out of my kid's fucking pocket.
Yeah.
Now, you could get angry at that and sit there and fucking waddle, or you could go make some more money.
Yeah.
You understand me? That's what and that's a problem I had when I was young too. But I always had to get up and steal because I needed the addiction money.
Yeah.
I was mad at somebody one time. I was mad at a friend of mine because he did a comedy show. This is how crazy I used to get in a small town, and it was my other buddy's hometown. And my other buddy does a show there once a month. He does a TV thing there once a month. And here's the funny thing. My buddy called me and said, hey, I'm going to go to that town. And I said, call that guy. He'll book you. And sure enough, he canceled somebody, and he booked my buddy.
Okay.
And he paid him $900. And then my buddy went down there 6 months later when he found out it was good pickings and put his own room together. And brought his own. And I called him like a man. I go, dog, you're doing that in my buddy's territory, which it really was. It isn't, but it is.
Yeah.
And what you need to do now is give him either a slot on the show or give him a fucking taste of the money. Give him 100. Give him fucking something. Me, I put him on the show and give him 50. That's me. To show to him that you're cool. And then, no, my buddy refused, man. The point of the fucking story is, I didn't stop till I get that fucking money. But the funny thing was, I didn't give my friend in Texas any money. I kept $100 for the coke money.
Oh, okay.
You know, and I didn't do it in a bad way. I didn't do it in a malicious way. I did it. I don't even know why the fuck I did it. I did it because I felt bad for my buddy, and I took care of my buddy years later, Slade Ham, who is back in Texas now, because we laughed at the situation. But the point of the fucking story is when I put my mind to something, like, this guy really pissed me the fuck off. Like, he fucking pissed me off because he didn't even give a fuck. He didn't even give a fuck that this was my friend. And I took him aside and go, look, that's Lee's fucking... Lee runs a room down there, bro. You gotta talk to Lee. Oh, fuck Lee. What? Lee was a dear friend of mine. You gotta give him his fucking money. Give him $50. Anything. That's what you do with another comic. That's why when you see a fucking comic that does a show where there's a big comedy club and he's doing a theater, he always throws the comedy club 500 and says they produced the show. So you make everybody happy. You understand me? Why fuck around with people? 10 years from now, you're not going to have a theater show. You're going to need a weekend, and they're going to say, fuck you. That time you did the theater, you didn't cut us into your dough. They'll cut you in. I don't even know why we got to this. Who the fuck knows? I don't even know why I told you.
No, it's interesting, I think, because everyone goes through it, and it's so hard because you think you're doing so well, and especially when you start following your dream, you're never going to make as much. Like, the money you make is going to be so much little, and they're always... You're always going to run into obstacles, and it's hard to get over them sometimes. Sometimes it's easy to think, okay, I'll just go back and fuck my dream. And
no, because the problem is when your dream is slipping is that you're not committing enough. Mm-hmm. That's all this is. This is, it's amazing what I've learned here in the 17 years. And listen, bro, I was rocking and rolling here 3 years in. I became SAG 2 years in. When I got in here, the whole lingo was, man, how do you become SAG? I've been being an extra. I got 4 vouchers. Guess what? You know how many vouchers I got, Lee?
How many?
None. I booked a Taco Bell commercial that made me a fucking Taft eligible, SAG eligible. And then when I booked the pilot, that made me eligible. Boom. And then when I got basketball, I had to pay the fucking $1,200. And it was that fucking easy. That's how easy it was. I never sweated. I looked at it and I go, well, this is what I got to do then. Forget a fucking voucher and be an extra and walk around and hold water for people. This is what the fuck I do. So I went and fucking did it. That's the problem with people. They dick around when they get here. Well, my friend Sally said that if I become an extra, shut the fuck up. You go to a fucking agent, you give him the headshot, and you tell him, I'm the fucking Captain Kirk of this fucking enterprise. I'm not going to be some fucking extra here. And you go to fucking, again, I don't even know how we got on this topic either. But it's just what you set your eyes on for. Yeah. Georgie, who gave his grandma, said he went to a play a couple weeks ago, and it was god-awful. He goes, it was god-awful. And I go, it's not that it's god-awful, it's what these people do. It's a community playhouse. It's people in southern New Jersey that don't want to really commit to New York. You follow me?
Yeah.
I did a play in town. Did I ever tell you about that?
You did a play?
Yeah, I did a play about... my wife calls it every 3 or 4 years, Joey thinks he's fucking mainstream. The mainstream thing. So 2009. So what is it now? 2014? Yeah, maybe 2009. When did I meet you, Lee? 11?
Yeah.
So maybe 2009 or 10, I joined up to do a play. Okay.
I can't imagine you doing a play.
Angelo's Barbershop. And it was going to be, it was rehearsed on Western, and it was going to be performed on Western Boulevard. You know what Western Boulevard is?
Down in Hollywood?
Yeah. Does that look like a theater fucking district to you? Well, it is. Believe it or not, it is, right? That light down there, Santa Monica, that's a theater district. So I went down and I joined up, and I auditioned, and bam, I booked it. And I get there, now anytime I book a movie or a TV show, I know somebody. A camera guy, a wardrobe, the girl, the actress, we did a commercial together, something. I didn't know nobody, which made me a little fucking hesitant, Okay, the scripts come out. I'm looking at this shit. It's terrible. But I want to commit to this play. No money. 4 auditions a week, 4 rehearsals a week, 4 hours a fucking shot. Your free time. Parking, lunch, that all comes out of your fucking do-re-mi. No fucking $30 a week. Once they start running the show, they give you a percentage of the door.
Oh, okay.
The show is Thursday, Friday, Saturday. There was 7 of us. I think the walkout potential, if we sold every ticket, we'd get $60.
Oh.
Because there was 8 of us in the cast or something like that.
Yeah.
So, we rehearsed for the fucking 4 weeks to 5 weeks, and then the 6th week, 3 people quit. The guy that wrote it was the director, which he really didn't know what the fuck he was doing. So some of the people sensed it. And then one day he yelled at one of the guys, and I got involved. I go, what are you yelling at him for? And he goes, well, if you don't like it, you can leave too. And I was like, done, and I left. And I've never, 4 years later, have seen any of those people ever again. Like at any level. IMDb, the guy that wrote the thing, he's back in Connecticut, whatever. The point being that in this town, there's different levels of commitment. Mm-hmm. And there's different levels of fulfillment. There's people that come to this town. I have a friend that I saw him the other night when I was shooting Marin. He's an agent now. I swear to God. This guy was in acting class for 8 years. And you know what he would say to me every time I'd see him?
What?
The teacher told me I'm not ready yet to go on auditions. Listen, I was ready the first day I got here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're never ready to act, but you are ready to act. It's like being a mom or a fucking dad. Nobody's ready to be a dad. Nobody's ready to be a mom. When you spit that fucking kid out of your fucking asshole, BAM! You become a fucking dad. You'll see how to change the diaper. You'll see what it means to go to fucking work every day. It's the same thing with acting.
Yeah.
It's the same thing with acting. They tell you in your mind, ladies and gentlemen, that it's this great thing. You got to get in touch with it. Who's the guy that did you? There will be blood.
Daniel
Day-Lewis.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to be Daniel Day-Lewis. Get the fuck out of my face. If you could breathe into a fucking glass, you could fucking act. If you could breathe into a glass, you could do stand-up. If you could breathe into a fucking glass, you could be an engineer. And if you could breathe into a fucking glass, you could be a fucking plumber, okay? You're breathing. That means you're alive. You can do whatever the fuck you want to do. Don't ever let them tell you that you can't because you have to be this special. Like Daniel Day-Lewis. There will be blood. I'm a very special actor. Get the fuck out of my face, all right? Get the fuck out of my face. Breathing, there will be blood. You fucking knucklehead. And I like Daniel Day-Lewis. I'm just making a point with him that they make you feel like anything you want to do is so distant. Whether it's an engineer, I don't know. They always make you feel like you're so fucking distant, okay?
Yeah.
You get on there, you act like what? You act like you got $1 million in your pocket. I don't know what the Jackie Gleason saying is. You act as if.
Yeah.
When in Rome with something, we got a call.
Yeah, we got a call coming in.
What's up, you sexy savage?
Good morning, Joey. How are you?
Auntie motherfucking Dolores in the house.
Oh, I love you.
I didn't know what I was fucked up from this morning and what I was hung up for. I had those gluten-free chocolate cocoa balls with Lee that were 30 milligrams a piece.
Oh.
How many did you eat the other night? 2?
I had at least 2, and you ate like 4 of them.
Oh, I was fucked up Monday morning. I didn't know why. She tells me on the phone 2 days ago, she goes, yeah, they're the strongest product we have. They're even stronger than cheese crackers.
Oh, Jesus.
What's happening, Auntie Dolores? Tell me something good.
Everything is good. I'm so happy that you found those to be effective.
Oh, my God. And then when you told me they were 30 milligrams, I emptied the bag yesterday. I was eating them like one of those seals at the fucking SeaWorld when they throw fish at them. I was popping them in my own fucking mouth like that. I love it. 2 in the afternoon.
The kitchen's going to be really happy to hear about that.
And they tasted good?
Okay.
You got a nice little taste to them?
Yeah, you know I don't like stuff that tastes like weed, and that stuff tasted great. Because Joey for a second was like, no, it's just, I brought you cookies, and there's nothing, no weed, they're just cookies.
They're just cookies. He's popping them over.
So you like the flavor? That's good.
Yeah, the chocolate was nice.
There's cacao nibs in there as well.
And it's gluten-free, right? It's gluten-free?
Yeah, and they're gluten-free. I'm going to put you on speakerphone because I'm having a hard time. I got a new phone, so hold on 1 second.
You sound good.
How's that?
That sounds better. Okay, whatever works for you.
Okay.
No,
Let's
now
do this.
they're gluten free, right? The chocolate the little death
Yep.
balls you got.
Yes, they're gluten-free, and they are vegan as well. We're using the coconut oil for those instead of the butter. They're pretty healthy, actually. We're using a really nice Dutch cocoa, so they're good for you. They're actually, we're moving into healthier and healthier products. I mean, that's kind of the direction that our whole line is going right now.
You also sent me the cheese crackers, and you popped those individually, and they're 25 milligrams.
Yeah, those are great too. People that want to avoid sugar are loving those too. Everything that we're making now is in a bag like that. All the pouch bag items, just like they do really well because you can regulate the dosage a lot better. You know, if you only want 30 milligrams, you just eat one. If you want to do 300, you can eat 10 of those little cookies, and you'll be just fine.
And the popcorn's delicious also. I got the peanuts, but I didn't try them. My friend in Jersey loves the fucking pretzels. He says the pretzels, and you're right, because you can control the dosage.
Yeah.
You can eat
The pretzels are our most popular product, and that we didn't anticipate that at all. People didn't want to try them at first when we first started doing them. People just avoided them. So it's funny, but the industry has just blown up so much. So there's so much room for creativity and innovation, and that's what I really love about it. So
Yeah, is it weird not selling because when I think of edible, you think of something sweet. Is it weird selling like a snack, like a cracker that's an edible? Like it doesn't. It's not what you think of when you think of edible.
I know, and the thing is, like the stereotypes around edibles, it's just as bad as all the other stereotypes. But actually, what people want isn't necessarily the typical sweet stuff. Like I said, the pretzels are our best seller, and they have no sugar in them. So, and then everybody's tolerance levels has changed. It's really changing a lot since more people are using edibles and dabbing and doing concentrates and all that. So keeping up with the demand on that end is challenging.
You also sent me some 500 milligram brownies, which I have not touched yet, and the peanuts I haven't touched. But one thing I wanted to talk to you about was next weekend down here. It's the Cannabis Cup, or what is it next weekend?
Yeah. High Times Cannabis Cup. We're going to be there. We have a booth. We'll be with Mr. Nice Seed Bank and the CBD crew. So come check that out if anybody wants to come through. We're going to be hopefully, providing products for patients. So if you have your recommendation, make sure you bring it, or you can get one there at the Cup, because we will be in the 215 area. And we are entering the 500 bite brownie in the Cannabis Cup. So wish us luck.
And now how many days is this Cannabis Cup next weekend?
It's 2 days.
It's Friday and Saturday?
Saturday, Sunday.
Okay, because a couple people hit me up and asked me to come down. Yeah, I'm out of town. I don't get back till... I know, but I don't get back till Sunday.
I wish you could. That would have been so great.
No, I would always try to go back there. I tried to get Ari down there, and he was out of town. And I was talking to Lee about maybe doing a podcast down there. But again, I just had too much that weekend. And I get off the plane at 12:30. By the time I get home, wash my monkey, and get back downtown, it's 3 o'clock, I'm fucking wiped out. I leave Wednesday that week, so I can't really commit to nothing on Sunday. If I get back Sunday and I'm full of energy and I'm doing, sidekicks for Jesus, then I'll get in the car and come down and visit my girl, Auntie motherfucking Dolores, the queen of the fucking edibles.
Where are you going to be on April 20th?
April 20th, I'll be flying back from Hitler's birthday party and shit down in Orlando, Florida. No, I'm coming back from the UFC.
Okay, because we're going to probably be at the Cup in Colorado.
Yeah,
so.
no, I'll be. It's funny how many people have hit me up for the 420 date already. It's a Sunday. I don't work Sundays.
Well, you kind of
fuck that
gave
shit.
yourself a nice path to.
Yeah, no, I wish.
Haven't you?
I wish there was more. I wish they were celebrating Saturday 420, but everybody's like, nah, we want to show Sunday at 4 o'clock. I'm on a fucking plane from Orlando, so I doubt I'm going to land
right.
anyway and want to get up and do jumping jacks. Yeah, Sundays are fucked up for me. You know, Auntie Dolores, I'm fucking 50. You figure 2 kettlebell classes, 2 jiu-jitsu classes, 2 podcasts,
Wow.
a fucking 1-year-old, the flight, 5 shows a week. And what else you want me to do now? And being,
Sunday show, yeah.
And Sunday show and being 50. I'm fucking tired, man. I'm
Yeah.
fucking tired, you know. My mind burns out. And then I go home, my wife got to give me an ear beating. The other day I get off a plane, and I'm trying to fucking drink some green tea, and she drills me with 2 days worth of fucking talking to a kid. You have no idea what that's like. So my fucking ears were swollen, and I love my wife. It's just that, you know, she gives you 2 days worth of action in 10 minutes while you're trying to eat the fucking chicken cutlets she cooked, and you're ready to fucking shoot yourself, you know. So please, be patient. You know, I was telling people last week when I went to Minneapolis, like 6 people, like, bro, you got to be on our podcast. That's great. But when do I have fucking time for myself? I cannot do every fucking podcast, especially when I go out. Once I get on that plane, my podcast days are over with. I'm dropping on your city to do one thing and one thing only. And that's to do comedy and smoke reefer.
So does that mean you are going to pass up the opportunity to do a podcast at Rosebud Wellness in Oregon?
No. When I come up, I'm going to do something. Well, what I'm going to do is maybe do the podcast at the weed store, at the comedy club. And then they could sponsor it or something like that.
Definitely.
I don't think I could do it at Rose's. I know I could do it at the club. Portland's they're really nice people. They don't like no
well, we have a kitchen there now, so we can do that totally legally. So let's talk about that.
Yeah. And as long as you're there smiling, making those 500 milligram brownies, I fucking warn people about those things all the time, man. And it's hysterical. I see these sensitive Republican types buying them. You know, Divine Wellness went out of business.
I know. It's so sad. I think they're moving.
They moved. They did move. But they moved to Canoga Park. I can't be driving up there with a pound of weed in me every fucking 3 days.
I know, and there's another club in there now, and I don't understand how it is that LA can kick somebody out and then let somebody else come in.
Well, the other guys don't give a fuck. They're there illegally. They just said, we don't give a fuck. We don't give a fuck. Come throw us out. In fact, we're 580 feet from a church. We'll open up another one across the street from a fucking church and donate 20% to the church. And they said no. So they opened up. They got hubby bars and shit like that there, I think. I don't think they carry Auntie Dolores yet.
Wow. It's good.
But the other day I went for a haircut.
Down there.
I went for a haircut in Hollywood the other day. And the guy that was cutting my hair is what do you call it? An extravagant gay guy. And he's like, oh my God.
Flamboyant.
Very flamboyant. And he ate some of the 500 milligram Auntie Dolores, as you call it. And he goes, oh my God, my whole senses he said his senses were fucked up. When he said that, I'm like, you little fucking half a fag. He said it fucked up his senses for 5 days or something. It was just too much, and we split it between 5 people.
That's 100 milligrams. That's,
he had a fucking nervous breakdown, that fucking guy. He's got to go back to the fucking... I'm telling you, I have a friend that me and him did heroin as a kid. We snorted blow. He was my best man. The priest wouldn't let him walk down the aisle because the coke was in his nose, falling out by the rock. I made him eat a 500 milligram brownie in New York. Till this day, I'm like, dog, I'm going to come visit you with one of those brownies. He's like, keep that shit away from me. I was high for 3 fucking days. I didn't know where I was.
He ate the whole thing?
No, I split it 3 ways when I was in New York. And there was another guy that doesn't even get high. He just ate it out of respect because he didn't know what to do. I just opened the brownie and said, here. He's a computer guy. I thought he got high. He ate the whole fucking thing. You should have seen him when his wife was walking out with him. His eyes were beet red. And the next day he called me. He goes, Joey, they called me from work. I got to pee in a bottle on Wednesday. I said, you're doomed. I go, how long have you been working there? He goes, 14 years. He goes, 14 years. They never asked me to pee in a bottle. I said, well, brother, this ain't your lucky week. Because what you ate is potent as fuck.
Tell him to get Test Pure. It really works.
This is
have
6
you guys heard
months
of that
ago.
stuff?
I think he wrote a letter and jumped off a bridge by now. Who gives a fuck?
Oh.
That was 6 months ago. Who gives a fuck? You let me call him up today. Oh, you can go ahead and test pure.
Hey, Joey, I'm having a hard time hearing you on this phone. I'm going to call you from my other phone. Is that
Jesus
cool?
Christ, Auntie Dolores, get it together. I'm not talking into the fucking mic. I can't have you hang up and call back again. Get it together.
I'm calling you back in 2 seconds. Bye.
You believe this shit? I get no fucking respect.
Oh my God, 500 milligrams.
Oh, I'm telling. That's what I went crazy on in San Jose that day.
I
when
know.
I was with you.
Yeah.
I got pale.
You're like, you just looked at the manager, you're like, what do you got for food? And he just said shrimp, and you're like, oh, let me try the shrimp.
Anything. The 500 milligram overtakes you too quickly.
Yeah.
You go from fucking point A to point where it's.
Here she is.
See, this is what kills me. I went and got the 5S on the iPhone,
Right.
and I couldn't even hear you on that phone. Now I'm on my other iPhone, which is 4. It's not, it has its issues too, but I can hear you just fine now.
How many fucking phones you got? You got like 19 fucking phones, Auntie Dolores.
Well, we have about 4 phones altogether, but I just happen to have 2 of them on me right now, and I was going to switch them out and take the new one. So,
I was telling Lee that when you brought me the package in San Jose, and I ate the 500 milligram brownie, I didn't eat the whole thing. I probably ate 250 on bites right off the bat. If you have an even tray, like if your oven tilts to the left, then I'm fucked. But if your oven is straight, then if I eat 250, I'll get because in the old days when they made Quaaludes, same fucking thing. The oven tilted, so if you ate the left side, you got really high. If you ate the right side, you were a little botch for 10 minutes, no big deal. But with you, if you cook on a flat surface, the THC gets on the whole fucking thing evenly. So I bit into half of it, and I'll never forget. I was sitting there with Lee, and I had to hold on to the fucking railing. And I'm a big guy. I had to hold on to the railing because it felt like the floor was tilting. And the little Hindu manager came over. What can I do for you? And I'm like, listen, just get me something to eat. And he's trying to break me down the menu. Would you like mashed potatoes with that? I'm like, bitch, just get me something. He ran back there and got chicken. I was getting a stress attack. I was fucking sweating. And I try to warn people with the 500 milligram Auntie Dolores, be careful.
Yeah, that was the night that I went outside at the club thinking it'd be cooler outside, but it was really fucking hot. And Auntie Dolores was going to the bathroom, and she saved me because the doors at the club locked. So I went outside, and I couldn't get back in. And I was stoned out at mine, and I just saw her, and I waved, and she opened the door. She's like, oh, I was like, thank you for saving me.
What's next on the...
Oh, man. It always makes me a little nervous when people just get too high from it, and I'm sorry if it messed you up, but you did a great set that night, so I figure it was doing good things for you.
No. It lets me be free, and I'm fucking, I'm like fucking, what's her name? Liza Minnelli's mother in The Wizard of Oz, I'm all fucking for it, but...
Judy Garland. That's funny.
I'm all Judy Garland.
Put your heels together and...
Oh, yeah, I'm flying through the fucking air like a superhero. That's not the point. The point is that for some people, I know that it's going to take them a wind. Trust me.
Yeah.
It's almost taken me a wind. The other day I went to kettlebell class. You sent me the box, and I had a couple pieces of the cheese crackers, and I went to kettlebell class Monday night. And I nearly had a heart attack. You can't work out on that shit because it makes your breathing, your heart is pumping from the adrenaline already.
I know.
The heart's pumping, and that's a big mistake. I would eat banana bread and eat all this shit and go to the YMCA. Then I'd walk out and my face is pale, sure. Because my fucking heart is pounding THC like a fucking drum. Like a fucking bass drum, you know what I'm saying?
Now, if you do less, though, here's the advantage, especially for exercise, because it's an analgesic. So if you can kind of dose yourself to where you're not really high, but you feel the effects, the analgesic effects, so then you can push yourself harder. So when you're exercising...
That's the truth.
When do you stop? Is when you start to feel some pain.
No, that's the truth. You're absolutely right.
I always work out when I'm medicated,
Stoned
but
to
I
the
don't
gills.
get, I don't get really, really high.
Like if you eat 50 milligrams, if you eat 2 cheese crackers and you go to yoga, you're going to see the fucking Hindu of life. You'll see Hindus, you'll smell Hindus.
Exactly.
Smells like lottery tickets, the whole fucking deal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It smells.
Quantum states, man.
No, it's fucking amazing what you've done with your products. I'm really, I love what you're doing.
Thank
Like I
you
said,
so much.
the
Thank
fucking
you.
pretzels are a hit, coast to coast and shit, Auntie Dolores.
Well, we're trying to, we're going for this license in Washington. So if we get that, we're going to set up a kitchen out there, and then we'll be, our stuff will be on the shelves of the clubs, like the clubs that are in Colorado right now that can't keep edibles on the shelves because they're just selling out left and right, and just more people that wouldn't normally be using cannabis enter, this whole world because now it's accepted and legal. A lot of times those people are more interested in edibles than they are in smokables because it's healthier. So just the way things are moving in general look really good for edibles, and we're happy that the laws in Washington are really, they're pretty advantageous for edibles producers, and it's not a lot of, there's hoops to jump through to get the license, don't get me wrong, but the processing license is actually a much easier license to get than the retail license because they're only going to have, I think, 400 clubs out there. But it's going to be the same thing as Colorado. You've got touring companies. You can get a limo ride and smoke weed all day long and visit all the dispensaries in Colorado. There's just all these like ancillary industries opening up left and right around cannabis, and this is just the beginning. It's going to be really interesting to see how it all unfolds. Excuse me.
It's amazing if you see how things have changed in your lifetime, and you think if 20 years ago you would have came to me and said we're gonna have fucking bodegas and they sell brownies and lollipops and fucking cheeseburgers and they got everything at some of these places. I went to a place the other day, they had these little fudge brownies and sodas. They got THC energy drinks now. They're really clogging the market. A lot of it could be bullshit. I'm still stuck on Auntie Dolores and stuff, but it's amazing where this is
loyal. It's great. Thank you.
It's amazing where this has gone. It really is amazing. It's amazing that you're still here because from day one, from when I was at the pharmacy in Santa Monica, I saw 80 companies come and go. 80 fucking companies
Believe
come and go.
That could have been us a million times over by now. This is an incredibly difficult industry to operate in. So, knock on wood right here, because I'm as surprised as you. It's just, we're lucky that we got in when we did. I really think that has a huge bearing on all this, because starting off now, I wouldn't attempt it now, to be honest. I would attempt other things. See, the thing about the cannabis industry is you have to be ahead of everybody else. Like, it's all about innovation. So right now, starting an edibles company is actually not that innovative because the market is totally saturated. There's so many edibles companies, but there's all these other things that are popping up that are new opportunities that weren't opportunities 4 years ago. So I'm just, we're always looking for new ways. Like, for instance, we're starting a doggy treat line, and the doggy treats are going to have no THC in them, but they're going to have CBD, because CBD is really good for animals as well, all animals, especially dogs that have pain or they've got arthritis or anxiety. CBD is amazing for all of these different things. So we're going to start a pet treat line with CBD, and they're going to be, we'll probably, I have no idea, there's very beginnings of product development, but it's something that we couldn't have done 4 years ago, but we're doing it now. So,
will you sell those in pet stores, or where do you sell those?
We're going to probably sell online, and we're going to be doing commercials and stuff, and possibly pet stores. We'll have to see. We've already got. We already make doggy treats, actually, but the ones that we make right now we're using cannabis for them, and they're given to just, people that obviously want that for their dogs, and it's CBD rich, right? But for the pet treat line, we have to use hemp, CBD or CBD that's derived from hemp in order to use it in that way, like legally. So that's like it's just kind of a different industry. It's related to cannabis, but the hemp industry is a little different in this regard. So we're exploring all that now, because we have to learn all about it. And but we've got all the equipment and everything to make the doggy treat, so it just seemed like a no-brainer. We might as well, do this too. So
that's fucking amazing. You're gonna have 500,000 dogs in Colorado going, "Fuck you! Go get your own fucking frisbee." You know what I'm saying? I ain't chasing this fucking frisbee. You gave me a cookie. I'm too fucking high. I'm seeing purple trees. Now you want me to go chase a frisbee? Go fuck your mother.
Well, and what's great about the doggy treats is like dogs aren't as picky as humans. They're like, ooh, it smells good. I'll eat it. So like, and these doggy treats are all healthy, but they contain things like pumpkin and peanut butter and like totally natural stuff that's good for dogs. But it's like, for them, they just eat it right up,
It's amazing what's going on in the animal industry. I went to Target yesterday. And when I was at Target, they have cat food and all these different brands. Then they have a freezer at the end of the cat food aisle. Yeah. There's this new gourmet cat food and dog food. And it comes like a fucking cold cut. Yeah. And you chop it up like pate. I mean, are you fucking crazy? Have you fucking lost your mind, these fucking people? But
I know.
What are you going to do? And the cat treats look like shit. I would have got anything for my cat. But I know, looking at that, I go, what would my cat rather have? A piece of this or this piece of albacore sushi from Sushi Dan with some fucking wasabi? That'll put my cat over the fucking top right there. Every time my cat eats wasabi, it's a new world for him. Without the soy, he's all wasabied out, sweating. Then I give him a piece of the Auntie Dolores brownie to put him over the top. They love chocolate.
I was going to say, keep him away from those crumbs. I know
No, my little cats love the fucking chocolate, but they can't. Sometimes when you open up the 500 milligram brownie, the little vanilla line pops off the top and it falls on the floor. Tremendous. And then Gray will come and lick it. Gray always licks the fucking chocolate brownie, and she's all. I'll come back for 12 hours. She'll be sleeping in a fucking ball. She'll be sleeping so long when I rub her stomach, it's warm. Like she's been in that circle. Look at you fucking up dogs, Auntie Dolores. It's all over.
Say what?
You're fucking up dogs. I like it. And fucking up cats. Well,
no, it doesn't get them high. It doesn't get them high. The CBD it does not get you high. That's the beauty of it.
Well, let me ask you this: what about catnip? What about a catnip line you and I could create together? That's where the money's at right there.
That's a great idea.
No, that's where it is.
Anything pet related is
that's my life.
Because
a good
guess
catnip.
What? It's a $25 billion industry or whatever. It's just people spend money on their pets like more than they spend on their kids.
I looked into the catnip industry, and the problem is that there's a lot of people who sell fugazi catnip, but online at Amazon.com, there used to be a company that would sell you catnip buds. They look like buds of weed, and the cats lose their fucking mind. As soon as it comes from UPS, they're at the door meowing, and it's in a seal-proof fucking bag. I would have to hide it over the fucking stove.
Oh my God.
And they eat the stems, they eat everything, the sticks, the fucking feeds. So that's how you can tell if the nip is real. They go fucking bananas. If not, these people just sell you fucking Puerto Rican grass, and you chop it up and turn it green. The cats don't know; they'll eat it once or twice and they won't eat it again. So we gotta get in touch with a real fucking catnip company that grows the catnip, and then we'll put the CBDs in it with a little bit of reefer and some mushroom dust. And call it Crazy Fucking Cat right there. And you give it
Quaalude Kitty.
Quaalude Kitty, and you give them a cat, and it comes with a red light, those purple lights that they chase. Make a video and win $10,000 fucking dollars. That's how we do it here. Auntie Dolores, so this Cannabis Cup, is this the first time they're having it in L.A.?
I don't think so. It's actually in San Bernardino.
San Bernardino, okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's even fucking farther. That puts a kibosh on it. That's an hour from L.A. That's an hour from where I live.
I know. We have to get hotels out there because I don't want to truck back and forth to L.A.
Are you coming? Are you going down? Are you going down there single, or you coming down with one of your boyfriends and shit, one of your victims?
No. I'm gonna be down there. I don't have a boyfriend right now, actually, but I'm gonna be down there. You
always got a fucking boyfriend. You always got a victim. I see these guys around you. You give them some of that fucking a cheese cracker, then you take them home and you fucking kill these guys. I know, you're like a black fucking widow up on Sochi. You get them with that fucking little cute body of yours and that smile, it's all over. You get one of those little cheese crackers and you fucking mug them up and shit. I know you. You're a sexy little savage and shit. You got a lot of life left of you.
Oh my God, you're funny. Thank you. You're very sweet.
It's true. You're a savage. Every time I see you got some little fucking guy with you. Don't lie to me.
I don't use my medicine as poison.
No, I know you got the real poison. You don't have to tell me that. You got the real deal Holyfield. That's just a warm up. That's like the cherry on the fucking Diet Coke. You're packing heat. I can tell. You're one of those hippie chicks from the fucking. You're packing that fucking gin juice. What do the dead people put on themselves when they put up pachugi juice? You're the real deal. You drink that shit for breakfast.
Oh man, I think we should develop a brand new product and call it the Joey Diaz something. You know.
I hear you. Well, Auntie Dolores fucking personal pachugi juice. Whatever you fucking got. Whatever you're packing drives those little guys crazy and shit.
Oh, man.
You're a savage, Auntie Dolores. I can tell and shit.
You're funny.
What are you going to do? You know what I'm saying? We're here. It's a fucking Friday, January 31st, 2014. And these people still walking around smoking cigarettes. I went to a doctor. Give it up, cocksucker!
Yeah.
Auntie Dolores is here, motherfuckers. So you're gonna be
start smoking CBD, and it won't get you high, but it's good for you, and it satisfies the craving of smoking. You know, it's actually healthy to smoke it. So if you don't want to smoke cigarettes and you don't want to get high, smoke CBD, and it's a nice happy medium.
Where do you get CBDs at? Where do you get CBD tobacco?
Well, you've got to find a club that sells the CBD-rich strains, and a lot of them do now because there's lots of patients that want it. And it's always good to have on hand too, because like if you have too much THC, CBD is the first thing you're going to want to start smoking because it's going to bring you down. So I always tell people keep some CBD edibles around, keep some flowers around so you can smoke it if you need it, and it's great for anxiety. So yeah, if you can find a club that has it and you purchase it, and then let the club know that you're going to be back for more if you enjoy it, because they need to know that the patients want it, and they'll carry anything that the patients want. So it's good to tell the dispensary that you go to what you want to see on the shelf, and they'll most likely turn right around and get it on the shelf because they want patients. There's just so much competition with these dispensaries that they'll do anything to draw business, you know, especially down there. I mean, there's a club on every other door is a dispensary or something, you know. But what are the other clubs that you go to, Joey, besides NoHo?
Well, Divine Wellness closed. I go to this other one on Magnolia that the kid Santana used to be in there. I don't even know the name of it. I've been there a couple times. They got some good top shelf shit. And I go to NoHo Organic, which is by the house. It's easy for me. I just swing through. And I'll tell you what, NoHo Organic doesn't have the edible strength of the other stores, but they just want to sell weed, you know?
Yeah.
So that's their fucking thing. But the satellite, whatever I'm smoking today, that shit, you know, I'm seeing the devil.
Yeah.
Everybody's got a good strain now. It's 2014. Everybody's got two or three strains that'll fucking kill you. If you buy a strong strain in Hollywood, you're gonna pay $25-30 a gram. A strong strain in the Valley is $15 fucking dollars.
Yeah.
I get 2 grams now for $20 fucking bucks some days. And it's some shit I smoke that'll kill you. You know, that's what's helped us now that everybody has good weed. But we have exceptional weed here in California. You know, there's good weed in Colorado. The East Coast, they're saying that they get Cali weed. They get it shipped down from Canada. Every time I look at it, I can tell that's Canadian fucking weed. Cali weed got some fucking kick to it. So what they're growing is just amazing. You know, you're seeing it. They're doing a great job now. You know, you don't have to go to Amsterdam anymore. You can go to Amsterdam if you want to be one of those jerk-offs and smoke a cigarette. And, oh, my God, I just came back from Amsterdam. You impress somebody. You don't impress me, bitch. I go to Burbank Boulevard and I get the same weed without the plane ticket and the fucking TSA. So who's crying now? Call me next week, Auntie Dolores, when you're in town.
I will.
You'll be here on Monday, correct? Maybe I'll see you Monday for lunch.
I'm actually coming down on Wednesday next week.
This Wednesday coming?
Yeah.
How about Wednesday night I see you somewhere? Or Wednesday?
That sounds great.
I got something from 7 to 10, but I could see you Thursday.
Thursday's good too.
I'll see you Thursday somewhere. You let me know. Let's go get some coffee or something, all right?
I'll call you when I'm driving down there, and we'll figure out when we can meet up. That sounds great.
Sounds perfect, Auntie Dolores. I love you. And do you have a webpage?
I love you guys too.
Do you have a webpage these savages could go to and salivate for a little while?
Say it again?
Do you have a webpage that these savages could go to?
Savages. Here's the webpage, www.auntiedolores.com. Let me spell it. DOLORES, often misspelled. We're on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and come check us out at the Cup next weekend, San Bernardino. Thank you, Joey. Thank you, Lee.
Thank you, beautiful. Have a great weekend. Love you, Auntie Dolores. Thank you for all the product and stuff. And
of course.
For doing what you're doing. Hon. We love you, Mama.
Love you. See you soon, hon.
Bye. What's up, Lee?
You get such a pleasure from torturing somebody. So as soon as you got her giggling with the savage and the boyfriend, I love watching you do that.
I love her.
It makes
she is a great lady, and it gives me my dick gets hard when I see a woman who goes after it with no fucking drama. She don't give a fuck. How many times she popped up at our shows? 2, 3 times, 4 times with a bag of goodies, with a big smile on her face, always happy to be there. You know, it's very seldom to meet somebody who's happy. You always, you ever talk to somebody, you go, how you doing? They're like, oh, happiness, living the dream. They always hit you with some fake fucking motto shit. You know, living the dream, whatever. What fucking dream? What are you talking about? I'm talking about how are you today? What's going on? She always... There's people who tell you they love their job, but they're miserable.
Yeah.
She always just does something. Like, you could see that she brings happiness. For some people, it's with her smile. There's a girl in my kettlebell class. She's not the best looking girl in the world. But when I see her, she makes me smile because her smile is so fucking great. It's so fucking great. And I think about her all the time. She's so great. She's from Idaho. She's a swimming girl. You could see in her face that there's no malice. You could see in her face that she would never even hurt a fly. That's like Auntie Dolores. When Auntie Dolores comes, she's all smiles, you know. She loves to watch comedy. She loves to giggle. You know, she's a great-looking woman, you know. That's why I love Auntie Dolores. I love her for what she stands for, man. You know what I'm saying? Well, we're talking about good things for you. On it, motherfuckers. On it. You know, I've been saying this for years. I like running with people who evolve. On it are those people. When I first started fucking with On it was Joe giving me Alpha Brain and Shroom Tech. Now, you know, between the fucking Hemp Force protein, between the fucking, they got this program now. Well, they got the Stay On It, which gets delivered right to your fucking door. All right? They got the new Power Food and the Digest Tech. They got these pills now that help you with the digestion. They got these fucking, this energy food that's just green food that you mix with water or milk, whatever the fuck you want to mix it with, coconut milk or almond milk. This shit is all good for you. This is shit that's all good for you. They got the kettlebells. They got so many fucking things on it. Just go over. They got the Turnaround 180, who I've been taking the last 2 days. And actually, I feel a lot better today. Today, I'm going to go work out just to see what I feel like. You know, I worked out Monday, and today I'm going to hit those kettlebells hard because it's fucking my man's coaching at 9:30. You know, I truly believe in on it. You know, John Salam, what's his name? The guy who called here last week, Sam General.
General, yeah.
He fucking believes in fucking On It to the point where, you know, there's so many fucking people I deal with. Do me a favor. Just go to onit.com, go to joeydiaz.net, go to the On It box, press the code name.
Church.
And go to, just get the Shroom Tech. Get the Shroom Tech and go work out. Never mind the energy drink before you lift weights. Just take 2 Shroom Techs an hour before you go to the gym and get back to me, okay? If you don't like them, money back guarantee. They're doing so many fucking good things on it, and you're sitting there with a headache, and I'm puking. Go fucking onit.com, press church in the box, and get it over with. I ain't gonna fucking tell you again. I love you like a fucking family. You want to feel good about yourself? Trust me on this one. Drink some water, walk around the fucking block, try the Alpha Brain, try the Shroom Tech for starters. You don't like it? Then go fucking drink somebody, or go hang out with Joe Weider, or go fucking the Powerhouse 5. I don't know what the fuck you're drinking anymore. Number 2. Hulu Plus, always fucking advancing the game. Whether it's Brooklyn Nine-Nine, whatever the fuck they're talking about, documentaries, Hulu Plus got it for you. If you went to the Hulu Plus page on your own right now to read up about Hulu, they give you 7 days for free. Not Uncle Joey and Uncle Lee. You know what we're doing? Bam! 14-day fucking trial. How much a month after that?
$7.99.
$7.90 fucking nine. That's $96 a fucking year. You can't go fucking wrong with this. I'm gonna give you 2 weeks on the arm. Boom. Go to joeydiaz.net. Go to the box.
Press in Joey.
Joey into the fucking Hulu Plus box, and there you have it. You get 2 free fucking weeks. That means if you're lazy, you can smoke a bag of dope and watch the whole season. You can binge watch your fucking shows.
Yep.
After you have Hulu Plus for 2 weeks, you will not be able to fucking quit. I repeat, you will not be able to quit. I repeat, you will not be able to quit. Go to joeydiaz.net. Go to Hulu Plus. Get your 2 weeks for free. Gratis. On the fucking arm. And after that, $7.99 a month. Nobody's fucking better than me on a fucking Friday. It's Friday. I wouldn't come to you with a fucking curveball, all right? So I'm telling you straight up about Hulu Plus and fucking Onit. And we're helping out some other great companies. We got a fucking tub company we're working with in February. Gumis Hermanos is signing up with us for a little fucking press. We're going to drop it along in every podcast and make sure you get this shit. So get it together, cocksuckers. These aren't sponsors. These are a way of life for us to help. It passes on to us. We pass the savings on to you. Whether it's Hulu, whether it's Nature's Box, whether it's Dollar Shave Club, another tremendous fucking product. We're here for you, cocksuckers. You understand me? Let me give some shout-outs.
Go for it.
Because now I'm really fucking pissed off, all right? Bobby M.D., Brian M.D. Ramos, Nicholas Tyler, Phil Welsh, David Rhodes, Daniel Hudson, Death Squad Ireland, wherever the fuck you're at, to all the Death Squad fucking affiliates out there, whether it's Death Squad Harlem, Death Squad North, Death Squad Grand Rapids. I love you motherfuckers, okay? I'm here for you. I see what you're doing, spreading the word without a fucking t-shirt. That's all that fucking matters. Anybody can spread the word with a fucking t-shirt. You're spreading the word without a fucking t-shirt, all right? What do we got for music here? We got to spark some reefer. It's Friday, motherfuckers. If you ain't ready for this shit, then you ain't fucking ready. Oh, shit. A little snow blind. Are you fucking kidding me, Lisa? I'm putting Black Sabbath on at this time in the morning.
I don't know what I'm thinking.
Wash your feet. Brush your teeth. Floss your teeth. Get out there. Breathe on a motherfucker. Spread the love, cocksucker. What's the matter with you?
I'm stoned.
What are you stoned?
What do you mean I'm stoned? I'm stuck in a room that you've been smoking in.
Hit it, Lee. Don't lower the music. This Snow Blind is Friday. Hit it. What? Are you fucking kidding me or what, Lee?
I would never kid with you on Friday.
This is tremendous. Crank that shit up. This is when he sings the fucking anthem here. He just drops on you. I don't want you leaving the house unless you have this fucking anthem in your head today. You understand me? That's how we're doing it today. Friday, January 31st. You didn't quit smoking. You didn't do no jumping jacks. You're still eating fucking potato chips. You're still getting fucked in the ass. When is it gonna end? When is it gonna end? Huh? Yeah. Sing it after me, all right?
All right.
Your eyes are blind, but you can see. Ready?
Yep.
My eyes are blind, but I can see the snowflakes on the fucking trees. You understand? On the trees, the sun no longer sets me free. Are you fucking kidding me? I feel the snowflakes treating me. Are you fucking kidding me? This is Ozzy 1970 talking about fucking snorting coke with Colombians. A fucking English dude with a missing tooth. Bow, bow. Are you fucking nuts or what? Don't make me fucking throw this computer out the window. Cut the music.
I would love to have a karaoke bar, but instead of like the little screen with the words, you just feeding instead of like you feeding them the words like 5 seconds before.
Constantine, there he is, the fucking Constantine Rain, whatever his fucking name is, over there in Germany, bitch slapping people. I love it. You know what I'm saying? It's fucking Friday. Who you kidding? Who you kidding? You motherfucker, well, Joey, where were you? You didn't do a podcast Monday. Get it together! You're supposed to get it together on your own, you fucking sack of shit. Oh, you inspire. Oh, get up. Get up. I can't take a fucking day off because I'm busy? I got shit crack-a-lacking too. Who inspires me, huh? Who calls me up and says, wash your feet and sting a fucking bitch with a toothpick in the eye? Nobody. I got to do this in myself in the fucking shower. So every once in a while, I'm fucking around. I'm busy. You got to get up and you got to fucking handle matters on your own. You got to sharpen your life and put on your fucking snow boots. What's going on in New York? How's the weather over there?
Cold, but it looks like it's going to be fine. You couldn't pay me to go to a game in that weather, but...
They can't sell the tickets.
Yeah.
A bunch of tickets. A bunch of hotels are dropping their prices. Who wants that abuse? That's abuse. That's abuse.
Yeah.
Those are nice little hotels, but not for $900 to go to Super Bowl, you fucking jerk off.
No.
Stay home.
I don't think that should be legal. It's not really, I mean, I get it, but like raising prices that close to thinking how airlines do it.
You know, you could still get a cheap trip into New York, a cheap flight into New York. I looked the other day. It was still pretty cheap a weekend. It's not like, to kill you.
Yeah.
They want you in there. They're going to suck you when they get you in there.
Yeah. But you know what sucks is the fucking internet thing. Because I was looking at internet companies. Like, I don't get how it's legal, how one company can just be like, yeah, we own this entire area. And no one else can do internet.
Who said that?
Up here where we are in San Fernando, the only company that gets you is Time Warner, AT&T, but that's a different kind of internet, and that's it. You have two choices. It's I don't know. I don't get how that's legal.
It's supposed to be. Monopolies are illegal, correct?
They're supposed to be, but apparently you can go in and run the lines, and then you can get you get like the exclusive on the market, and just they can raise them. Like I was on the phone with them, they're like, well, yeah, you got this price for a year. And I'm like, well, what happens after that? They're like, oh, well, we raised it a little bit. We always give you the option to cancel. I'm like, how we can't cancel? There's no one else to here to work with.
Unless I fucking dig my own lines.
Yeah.
It's a fucking nightmare how these corporations fuck us in so many different ways. They give you benefits in so many ways, but they fuck you. They wouldn't put it out there unless they were in the market to fuck you. You know?
And especially the speed thing. How fucking... You should have internet. It's one speed. Like they're telling you, okay, you can only have it this fast, but for $20 extra you can have it that fast. Just give it to everyone at the same fucking speed. I don't know.
Well, it's even like flying. I see it a lot with flying. I see how flying is going to become, unless you're flying first class or you're flying the bonuses, you're not going to get through. It's going to take you an hour on that line.
Have you ever flown Spirit?
Yeah.
I flew it once and I would never do it again.
Spirit, there's two of them. Spirit and the one out of Denver.
I don't know that one.
Frontier.
Oh, was that bad too?
Avoid those motherfuckers like you avoid fucking a hooker up the ass. Because I'll tell you what, that will fucking those two. Frontier, you'll find your luggage in fucking Saskatchewan. And Spirit, I don't know, I haven't been on Spirit in a while. Spirit's in the southeast.
Yeah, well, they were going to Florida and they have some really good deals, but like the seats are so close together, like people, you can't stand up in between seats. Like you have to angle yourself. They charge you to carry on a bag. They charge you for pillows.
Right.
They charge you for everything.
So it's a cheap flight.
Yeah.
But once you tap on the amenities, you fucking going, what the fuck
Once
is
you get
this?
on the plane, like
you want me to fucking breathe? Yeah, $2 to breathe. $4 to walk around. And I feel bad for people who don't travel a lot.
Yeah.
So please, if you travel, even if you hit me up with a fucking email and tell me what your travel plans are, I'll tell you. Because if you're going to go travel, what they do is they prey on that. You don't travel. Southwest is the best. If you don't get an A ticket or a B ticket on Southwest, shoot yourself in the fucking eyeball. Because that means you got to sit in the middle. They're not going to tell you that when you weigh 400 fucking pounds. If you don't get an A or a B ticket on Southwest, if you get like C11, you're in hell.
Even past like the first 5 Bs.
Even if you're fucking X-ray, even if you're skinny fuck, you got to sit in the middle of 2 low rent motherfuckers that are farting, bringing their own food on. They're probably scratching their toes. They got hummus in the bag that's been in there for a month because they're trying to save fucking pennies. That's what you get on Southwest. So you're going to die on Southwest if you have C11. Fuck that shit. You get your general fucking boarding and you sit in an aisle in case you got to turn around and punch the shit out of this guy in the middle or the window seat. I don't get an indoor seat. You start punching me, I got nowhere to go. I'm going to break out the fucking airplane window. I don't fucking think so. But if I'm in the aisle seat, I can punch the fuck out of you. That's why I sit in the aisle seat. That's why I sit in the aisle seat.
I hide in the window seat.
So if something goes down, I'll fucking kick you into that fucking window. And I can run to the bathroom real fucking quick. That's why I sit in the aisle, cocksucker. I don't sit in the aisle because I like looking at people. I sit in the aisle because I got you. I got you. Number one. And number two, I got you that way. I can run to the bathroom or run to the fucking door. If I sit in the middle and the plane goes down, I got to wait for you to get up and take your seatbelt off. I ain't got that type of time. I run right over you. I don't give a fuck. There's some people, you sit there and they take the seatbelt off and they get up and they look around like it's a beautiful day to be alive. I ain't got that type of time. Get the fuck out of the way. You don't want to move, get the fuck out of the way. What is this with these people who walk into the airport or into a restaurant or whatever and then they conglomerate in the door to look around? Oh, look how fancy. Get over to the fucking side. You want to look around and see how beautiful it is and look at the floor. Oh my God, it must be expensive. Who gives a fuck? You know, when I went to Minneapolis last week, Anthony, I was at the bar with Anthony, and he wrote me back. We've been emailing each other, and I explained to him it's not the 80,000 people who go to the Super Bowl game. It's the 200 fucking dummy Lucky Loos that walk around like, ha, 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 ha. So he's like, what's a looky-loo? A looky-loo are usually Republicans that want to be too nice, and they, hey, look at that. Oh, my God, isn't that fancy? Get the fuck out of here. You got to go look. So the other day I'm at the gym. Here I'm a 300-pound fat fuck on the exercise thing. Elliptical. And I'm at the 12-point mark. I'm sweating. I'm breathing heavy. And this couple come in, and they're lucky loose. They're looking at the workout machine. Like, let's see. Oh, isn't this nice? A bench. Like they were fucking. And the husband, if I was the husband, I would have taken the wife by the ear and go, what the fuck is wrong with you? I could be in my room getting my dick sucked right now. You're down here looking at, like they give a fuck. That's a lucky Lou.
Yeah.
They gotta look at everything. They gotta touch it. Get the fuck out of here. Get in your room, you fuck. They gotta come down to the fucking. I hate that shit, Lee.
The worst is when people are crossing the street. I'm a nice guy. I don't get mad that often. But when people are crossing the street and they're just moseying around,
they take their time.
I want to run them over.
Like you ain't gonna hit me. Test me, motherfucker. I wish I was having a bad day right now. I wish my cat got hit by a fucking truck today so I could knock you the fuck over. And that's what they don't think. They think they got rights.
Yeah.
It's like these women that get the fucking restraining orders. Oh, he's not going to get to me. Wrong fucking answer. I know 20 dead bitches with restraining orders. You know what I'm saying? I know more bitches with restraining orders that are dead than are alive. So you get that restraining order, wipe your pussy with it. That ain't going to do nothing for you. That motherfucker's still going to choke you to death when he sees you. Them 8 black bitches at the YMCA women's shelter, they ain't going to do nothing for you. They're just going to dial 911. You're still going to take a kick to the stomach. So, you dummies. Oh, I got a restraining order. Yeah, that's great. It takes 20 minutes for the cop to get there. You know how many fucking punches to the head you'll take in 20 minutes? A lot. Don't take no Jeopardy contestant to tell you, I'll take a normal human could bitch slap you 3 times an hour. Fuck no. Don't get a restraining order. Just get a gun and pray for the best. Look at this fucking mope. Look at this guy. Look at this fucking beauty here. I wish you guys could see him with a red shirt on. You cocksucker. Look at him. He's looking at I love it. It's fucking Friday, you deadbeat cocksuckers. Get up. Get up. Put the national anthem on. I'm in the mood for the anthem.
Oh, I'm going to have to find this again. I should have bookmarked it.
That's it. So remember, you know how many gigs I got this month? None. February 22nd, I'm doing a 9:30 show at the fucking Ice House. I don't know if it's a podcast yet. We haven't decided yet. Besides that, I want to thank you for fucking sticking around all week and hanging out with us and believing in yourself. That's the most important thing. Because without the belief in yourself, nobody's going to suck your dick. You're going to walk around like a fucking dude with your pockets out of your pants with bunny rabbit ears, and you don't need that aggravation. You got a lot going on for yourself. Be an American. Grab your cock. Salute the flag and say, fuck it. It's going to go down today, and if it doesn't, it's going to go down tomorrow, because that's all that matters. It's going to go down. And an itch on my ass right now.
Fuck.
I got to scratch it.
I think this is it. Let's see.
Lee, You should have this bookmark.
I should bookmark it because there's 8 million of them, and you don't like any of them. Let's see if I can find it.
Yeah, start off with chimes and shit.
You just do the symbol. You're not gonna.
Started from the beginning. I was smoking some pot.
You're just doing the symbol.
Huh?
You're just doing the symbol.
I was just working the symbol. Sometimes you just want to work the fucking symbol. Some people want to work the cowbell. I want to work the symbol, cocksucker. Get up. Cut it out. Stop lying to yourself. You're a piece of shit then and you're a piece of shit now. This could all change. Get up. Salute the flag. Send Obama an email. Your fucking approval rate sucks, cocksucker. But I'm with you. You know why? Because we're Americans. We don't bail on nobody. Just because you have an afro and you fucked up, I'm not going to bail on you. Even though I didn't vote for you, I got felonies. I can't make the move yet. But I'm still getting jury notices, so I'm getting close, cocksucker. But I'm not bailing on you. We're Americans. We don't bail on nobody. Especially ourselves. You get up, you grab a black person, you kiss him. And you tell him Obama fucked up, but I love you. It got nothing to do with me and you, okay? Whether you're Chinese, Indian, whatever the fuck you are. Get out there. This country, this flag, it represents you. For a long time, I didn't think I had it either. But I'm Cuban, I got felonies. So what? Get out there and stab a motherfucker. Be an American. That's what it's all. And don't get bullied. Let's do it one more time.
One more time?
I'm in the mood for the fucking national anthem today. Some days I can listen to this all fucking thing. It just fires me up.
I just imagine you and Mercy just saluting the flag at home.
Oh, when she gets old enough, she's gonna fucking salute this every day out of respect. Because this strengthens you. When you fucking pledge allegiance to the flag every day by yourself, anybody could do it with a bunch of homos in the fucking classroom. I pledge allegiance to the flag. No, when you grab your fucking heart and your cock, right? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, whatever the fuck
For liberty and justice.
for all, liberty and justice. That means you take your cock and you do what the fuck you want, as long as you don't fucking hit nobody. You know what I'm saying? You do what the fuck you gotta do. That's what these forefathers did. That's why they killed the Indians. That's why they fucking brought the black people over here. It's for us to do what the fuck you want to do. You understand me? Doesn't mean that somebody can tell you, oh, it's far away. You'll never be able to do it. Listen to that symbol. Listen to that. You see, you hear that right there? It's people getting stabbed for your fucking freedom. So you can go buy a bagel and you could go to college. That's people getting stabbed. Look. Da, 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 da. I love you, Lisa.
I love you too, buddy.
It's a beautiful fucking day to be alive. Don't just sit there. If you're confused, go fuck yourself. Have a great weekend. I love you.
Now that the show's over, don't forget to sign up for your free trial.
That's right.
Of Hulu Plus.
Hulu Plus.
It lets you binge on thousands of hit shows.
Thousands.
Anytime, anywhere, on your TV, PC, smartphone, or tablet. After you get done watching the national anthem, go watch some Hulu Plus. Support this podcast and get an extended free trial of Hulu Plus when you go to huluplus.com/Joey or go to joeydiaz.net and click on the Hulu Plus banner.
That's right. And have a great weekend and keep your eyes open. The terrorists are out there. I don't give a fuck what they tell you.
This show is